Hey everyone, Zay here, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Fun Mix. Last time, we sailed the kingdom of Traverse Town, and in today's episode, we're going to be traveling off to a brand new world, a whole new world, I should say. I would break into song, but I am actually recording this early in the morning. So upon leaving Traverse Town, Chip and Dale are going to tell us that, hey, the Coliseum now has tournament cups open. And the first tournament that's going to be open to us is the Phil Cup. So that's what we're going to be doing first before traveling off to our new world. We should be a little bit stronger enough to take on the world and everything, or not on the cups and everything. But the tournament cups, you want to do the tournament cups because they actually do have good rewards and whatnot. Also, real quick, I decided to show off that, hey, each world has a gummy ship mission. That is important if you want to do that. Yeah, it's there if you want to do it. The gummy ship missions aren't really, not that important. You don't get anything. The PlayStation 3 version, in March, you had to do all the gummy ship missions for a PlayStation trophy, but I'm glad they removed that option, so yay. Anyway, let's go over to this Coliseum, go ahead and tackle the first of many cups in the tournaments, the Phil Cup. Now, each cup has about 10, or 9 seeds of enemies to fight through. Some of them might be reoccurring enemies that we've already fought, and some of them might be bosses that we've also fought. We're going to be running into new types of enemies in this cup today, or one new type of enemy in this cup today, so we might as well get started to do the tournaments. Now, unfortunately, Phil has added a new rule that we cannot use summons in the tournaments at all. So Simba, you're not going to be getting much use, my friend, in the tournament arcs, or you're not going to get much use of anything. Anyway, the tournaments in the Coliseum are just recurrent enemies that we fought within the worlds previously. So we're going to be seeing soldiers, we're going to be seeing power wilds, we're going to be seeing all the Requiem enemies, the musical enemies, I should say. Yeah, green Requiems, yellow operas, red nocturnes, all of that jazz. All the enemies that we fought. So yeah. Basically what you really want to do for the tournaments is just, keep an eye on your health, make sure your party member is strong enough to tackle them, stay together, You want to complete the tournaments because they do yield great rewards, and I'm going to be explaining what some of the rewards are when you complete them for like the first time. Also, you can see all my games updated and whatnot. We do have a new Heartless type enemy. We have legs. Legs? Red legs? Those legs look kind of familiar, don't they, really? It looks like pieces of guard armor and opposite armor. Kind of weird, but yeah, we have legs. This is actually known as the red armor, the hammer legs, basically. I never really made a enemy card for the Heartless, for guard armor, because of the legs. I didn't feel like it was necessary, but then I remembered, I'm like, oh crap, wait, we actually have to fight this guy in the Olympus Coliseum, so yeah, he's just red. That's all we gotta do, But yeah, in terms of the rewards for Olympus Coliseum, you want to at least take the time to complete them at least once, because you do get some good rewards. At the end of this, we're actually going to get a new magic spell, which will be helpful for our next world to go to. I believe we're going to learn gravity, if I'm not mistaken, after doing this world, but yeah. But that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about that when we actually finish the world, okay? So the Olympus Cups, I guess they are pretty much a good way to gain experience. If you want to really just sit down and kind of like level grind a little bit, you can. Again, unfortunately, they don't drop really materials around here. So, if you want to do material grinding for synthesis, it's not really a good place to be doing this here. But this is a good place to get some levels. If you're a little bit low on levels, you want to replay a certain cup, play the cups. The Heartless now, they do drop some good experience for you. I think currently we're like level 20 right now, so we should be fine for the upcoming worlds. New Heartless type, this time we have the Gauntlets. Red Gauntlets? Red armor Gauntlets? It's kind of looking familiar as what this enemy is. You don't remember, it's the guard armor basically again, but now in red. I don't think we don't really get the chance to fight fully together. It would have been cool if we would have just fought all of Red Armor together in Phil Cup, and that way be like, oh hey, we fought you twice already, but now we gotta take you down again. But this time, he's red. I love it. Alright, we got the green Requiems and 2 large bodies. Mostly aim for the Requiems because they're going to be doing the healing most of the time, or at least have Donald and Goofy try to aim for the Requiems, not the large bodies, but you know. And not really much. Again, not really much to say about the tournament cups. I mean, it's going to be a major issue when we have to do the Hades Cup much later in the game. I'm just saying right now it's going to be a huge issue when we do that. Nice HP for Sora. You can learn more abilities. I guess I could say you could use Sonic Blade to help you out real quick. It's going to be a best friend to like clear out waves of enemies and whatnot. So if you're curious. Now we get the gauntlets and the hammer legs together, but not the torso. Why couldn't you just add the torso here, you know? Or, in the next seed, why don't you just add the gauntlets, the torsos, and the legs all together so we can fight the red armor, and it will just be one simple title card right there. But no, I had to make 3 different separate title cards for the enemies. Just make me work harder, huh? Oh well, it's okay. Anyway, focus on the legs, take out the arms, same way how you fought the guard armor. It's fine. You can tech the arms for some tech points. You can tech the legs, tech points. Donald is dead. Why is Donald dead? Don't know, but I healed him. I took the opportunity to heal him up real quick. Alright, final seed time. Final seed. The Shadow Battalion. There's the armored torso. It would have been nice, like I said, to have the arms and legs together, to make the full thing together, and we have red armor, basically. Another variant of guard armor. I don't know how they created this one, but it acts the exact same. Ooh, MP Rage. Donald wants MP Rage. That's great. Excuse me, my voice is actually kind of like really shot at the minute. But yeah, MP Rage is a nice ability where you get hit, you're getting MP, so Donald, since he is like kind of spongy, I guess that can work well for him, which is great. But yeah, after completing the Phil Cup, we get ourselves a nice little trophy. If you are playing this for the first time on PlayStation, you also get a trophy for beating the Phil Cup, so hey, PlayStation trophy right here. But then you also get, coming up soon, hopefully, maybe, a new magic spell, Gravity. And after you beat all the cups, you get a little bit more interludes for what happens. You know, the little arc of becoming true heroes is true. Upon returning to Olympus Coliseum, you're going to see that little chest that we can't open up right now. And then every time you actually beat one of the cups, you also get a nice little trophy, which is nice. But that's not all we have to do right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Forgive me about the sniffling again. God. Being sick while also commentating is like the worst thing ever. I promise you, it sucks. It sucks, but you know, you gotta try and force these videos out. Not force it, but it's like, I want to try and get these videos out on like a decent time, because I don't want to spend like 3-4 months just recording an episode, when really recording the gameplay for this game took me about like a month and a half just to do. And now, doing commentary later, it's gonna take like 4 months for me. No, I want to try and get this out as quick as possible. So, once finishing the Phil Cup, you now have the option to go ahead and do the cup again. This time you can do it alone, and then you can also do a time trial. I'm gonna cut out the part where you're not going to be seeing me doing the challenge alone, because that's just time consuming, and I'll show off what you get at the end. So for now, I'm gonna show off, hey, you can also do the Phil Cup. We're gonna do it alone as Sora. It's a lot easier as Sora, but you know, I don't want you guys to see all that, because the same enemies we're fighting over and over again. You know, what's the point? After beating the Phil Cup solo, you get yourself Combo Plus for Sora, which is great. You get some abilities. You also get some items for beating it solo. Combo Plus, yeah, we might want to equip Combo Plus real quick, which is always nice. I equip it. I also think I don't think Sora leveled up during that one. I don't think so. But once again, you can also do the fill cup again, and this time you can set a time limit. Now, I'm gonna come back because I don't think we're strong enough to really actually do the time limit or make a good time right now. So I'm gonna come back when the next cup opens. I'll do the time trial myself, and I'll show off when we get there. I'm not gonna show off all the time trials though, because there is a time trial in a solo mission that we don't really want to do. Anyway, I don't feel like showing off at the minute. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Let's set up for our new world. We now have the speed gummy. The haste gummy, which by press the square button, get a nice little short burst speed. That's what that orange bar at the bottom is for. We're also moving a little bit faster thanks to the flare G, the only G that we have. No, it is the flare G, right? I think it's the flare G, Moraga G, one of the Gs that we have to make us move a little bit faster. If you didn't equip that Firaga G, we're gonna be going very, 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 very slow. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, into the warp we go, into a whole area, a whole world, different background, make a different backdrop, and music some stuff changing. Pretty still. Nope, the music's not changing yet, my bad. But yeah, we're moving a lot faster now. I don't know why I didn't use the haste gummy yet. I mean, I think I was trying to like get some of the blueprints and whatnot that we got here. Yep, there it is. There's our speed gummy being shown off. And now we get a music change. So now we're definitely entering the mid-game area. Once we get a music change, once we get like an area change, a music change, now we're definitely getting into like mid-game. Sadly enough, we don't set like a high score or anything for well, we do set a high score. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, welcome to Agrabah.
And the keyhole?
The Heartless
Alright.
are searching for it
Now it looks like we're going to be facing off one of Maleficent's real cronies. Clayton wasn't anyone, but now we actually got Jafar. He was actually in the League of Evil. The League of Super Evil, the League of Disney Villains, I want to say. So he's the first one on our list. Let's take him down.
Everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You said you had things under control.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in. But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
Oh boy. So yeah, you really want to destroy your own... Why do you want to destroy your own world? I'm very curious as to why you want to destroy your own world. Don't you live here?
Well, if the
I don't think the villains really think. The villains don't really care about their world that much, huh? They want to use the Heartless for their own personal gain. I understand that. Why not take over the world? Don't y'all know that if y'all destroy the world, there is no home left for you to go to? What are you gonna do? Like there's not a world that you can live in or something. I don't know. When you're a villain, I don't think they thought that far. Oh, I'm gonna use the Heartless to take control of my entire world. Sure, but then the Heartless are actually trying to destroy the world if you're looking for the keyhole. Now that we have this information, it's like, do you want your world to be gone? I don't know, man. I don't think the villains are actually really thinking their plans through. Anyway, upon arriving in Agrabah, we're going to be ambushed by a new type of Heartless. These are bandits. They are pretty much... I like to think of them as, you know, we have the Soldier Heartless dressing up as the World Variants Heartless. I actually like their final mix design, too. Actually, it fits more closer to the guards in the Aladdin movie, where they wear yellow and everything, and like in their original design they're just purple, but I kind of like the yellow. It makes them more like a part of the like the guard, like the movie. Anyway, Agrabah, you're gonna be doing a lot of climbing, you're gonna be doing a lot of puzzle-based solving, you're gonna be doing a lot of, you know, movement. I think it combines all three elements of Kingdom Hearts from previous worlds. Wonderland's puzzle solving, we have obviously Olympus Coliseum's fighting skills, and then we have Deep Jungle's exploration skills. So yeah, you really are encouraged to check every nook and cranny, pretty much skills that you learned so far to get through the world, and I kind of like that a lot, really. I think here I'm gonna take like a little quick save because I haven't saved in a little bit since. I don't know when was the last time I saved, but I did take a quick save right there. You know, just to save my progress, so that way I don't miss anything in case if anything happened within recording. But nothing really happened. There should be like one more type of Heartless that we're gonna run into pretty soon, and I think it's gonna be in the next room coming up right now. I'm just trying to see if we have anything else we can get anywhere. But Agrabah, yeah, Agrabah is actually one of my favorite worlds in this game. It actually makes the most appearances, not the most appearances, the second most appearances in the Hearts franchise, which is great. New enemy, pot spiders. I don't like them. I don't like spiders. I don't like any type of spiders, so pot spiders really kind of creep me out, but you know, they're easy to kill. They go down in one hit, not one hit, 2 hits or something like that. I don't know. According to the stat card, they had like 21 HP. Yeah. They can also drop mithril shards, which is going to be important for much later. I know I'm going to be short mithril, so I come back here to farm mithril shards and everything. But yeah, but back to Agrabah. I like Agrabah a lot, really. Actually, I consider Agrabah to be one of my favorite worlds in this game, really. I think if I was to rank them, I think this is like my 3rd favorite world. Honestly, yeah, one of my 3rd favorite worlds in Agrabah. Yeah, Agrabah is top 3. My 2nd favorite world, we're gonna get to it probably in much later episode. I'll tell you what my 2nd favorite world is. When we get there. But, yeah. So, we really can't really progress right now, because Agrabah seems to be locked down, and there's a lot of barrels and crates everywhere blocking our path, so we really only have 2 options to go. We can either go this way, right over that way, or we can only climb the pole, which we're gonna go down the alleyway anyway, because that's progression. Progression is important.
Who's there? Hello?
Why would you come out, Jasmine, when you know that the Heartless are hunting you? I don't understand why you would pop out, you know. Why would you pop out when the Heartless are actually trying to find you and you know Jafar is looking for you? Just stay hidden. These are people that you don't know. I don't care if they look friendly. They look creepy. They look strange. You're traveling with a boy, a duck, and a dog. Like, come on, yo. Like, make it make sense. Anyway. Making that he helped me kind of thing. Who is it? Just say the name.
Where might I find this street rat?
Uh-oh.
Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess.
There is something really wonky about this cutscene right here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's something really wrong about this cutscene right here. I don't know why, but as soon as we get into fighting, I don't know why the screen decides to do a little transition. Like, it tilts itself. Watch, you're gonna see. The screen's a little tilted. I don't know why the screen is tilted. It's only specifically for this cutscene, because when you leave the room, the screen goes back to normal. Is it atmosphere? Is it something? But, like, it feels off. Like, it's specifically only for this cutscene, and I think it was like this in the original too, and it never got fixed. Don't know why, but like everything is like tilted to like the right a little bit. It tilts up, like the axis is tilted up. I don't know why. It just bugs me a little bit. Maybe for dramatic effect. I don't know. It feels like I'm on a slope. Just specifically in this room, I'm on a slope. Don't know why. Alright, so now Jasmine ran away. Jafar's after her. I don't know why she even bothered to hide. I mean, or I don't know why she didn't stay hidden or anything like that. It's because she I don't know, man. Like, Jasmine, what are we doing here? Clearly, the duck and the dog would have tipped you off that, hey, these guys are weird. The boy with the giant key and massive size 8 shoes, man. I don't know, man. I'd be like, I'm gonna stay hidden. But, you know, plot. Donald, I hope you're not losing to a shadow. I hope you're not losing to a shadow, Donald. Did you just get jumped by a shadow, Donald? Like, for real? Did I just peep that you were getting jumped by a shadow? That's ridiculous, man. So now we want to come into the aforementioned Aladdin's house, free this carpet right here, and it's gonna fly off to the desert, or fly off to the desert. Now you could have done this before meeting Jasmine, but you know, all they're gonna say is, "Oh, hey, the carpet flew off to the desert, but we should explore the city more." That's what they do say. But yeah, other than that, that seems to be it, really. Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in. Agrabah. Nice little introductory phase into Agrabah, what we're going to be doing. We haven't met Aladdin yet, so maybe in the next episode we're going to meet Aladdin and see what happens there. So, next time on Kingdom Hearts, we're going to go off into the desert, maybe find Aladdin, and then figure out what Jafar's up to and stop him. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, if you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next episode, whatever that may be. Take it easy and take care. See you guys next time.